So the break, I'm guessing, is good for these guys because you're right back into almost a 2-a-week schedule there.
Yeah, exactly. We come right back, and we've got 5 games again in 15 days, and so that means a lot of work. And all our games are meaningful games because the midweek games are Champions League game and is also a game for the Open Cup Championship. So it's back to work. So but it was important to get the 3 days, get that little bit of rest physically and mentally, and I think we're raring to go.
Now they've lost a few in a row. They've not had a good season, a lot of turmoil there. Although they did come back and almost tie you guys here. So is it just a question of a danger still lurking, even though they're not very good so far?
Well, things in MLS are always like that. The difference between top and bottom is not very big. I mean, you can see that when you look at the results every week. And, for us right now, we've won the first 2 games trying to go in there and win the game in there. They obviously made it exciting in their last game here with the goal by Cummings late. We're hoping that their win during the week and the international game they played on Tuesday night, that takes the edge off their hunger a little bit, so they're not as hungry against us. But obviously when a team hasn't won games for a while, there's a little extra bite to their game. There's a little extra effort, pressure that's being put on from the coaching staff, the players themselves. So they're going to be raring to go at home.
What'd you make of last night?
Actually, to be honest with you, I haven't seen the game. Today's my wife's birthday, so I want to say happy birthday to Valerie, but she thinks it's a birth week. So I took her to dinner last night. I think I got to take her to dinner again tonight. So I recorded the game, but by the time we came home, I just sort of like fast forwarded through it, saw some of the highlights, saw the goals, and so forth. So I really didn't get the whole feeling of the game or how the game went, the ebbs and flows of it.
What did you think of Eddie's goal?
Obviously he did well in terms of his run and getting into the space. He hit the shot, was trying to hit it back against the grain, got a deflection, and obviously it went into the goal. So it was a very important goal because it was the game winner. It's good for him, always anytime a goal scorer scores, no matter what the goal is, it's good for him.
You okay with 55 minutes for Ozzy and 30 minutes for you?
Well, I understand Real Salt Lake, has got their game on Friday, so he cut Beckerman's minutes. Didn't cut Demerit's minutes, but cut Beckerman's minutes. And, so Ozzy's got to play a lot of minutes. He's pretty fit. We've found a way to manage him. We just got to manage him, a little more carefully.
Is it realistic for them to play Saturday after flying in and then flying out tomorrow?
Yeah, they'll play. Yeah, we wanted them to come here. We didn't want them to go to Colorado because we didn't want to put them at altitude, a day earlier.
What do you know about Caledonia, I guess?
Nice name. No, they're actually we're putting our information together on them right now. So we've got some highlights already of some of their games. Kurt and Ezra, who've done some scouting down there, know quite a few of their players. So we've talked about some of their individual players. They're physically, a good team. I mean, their one forward, Gay up front he's a horse. I mean, he's big and strong and powerful. They've got some good speed, some good athletes as well, and they're a team that has scored goals, in their league play. So it's not going to be an easy game because they definitely bring a good test to us from a standpoint of just their speed and their ability to counterattack and the strength that they have up front. So it's a matter of us doing good with the ball and taking care of the ball at the right times and scoring goals.
How do you think this year's draw for the Champions League plays out or stacks up in comparison to what you guys have gone through in the past?
Well, it's nice to, you're only playing 4 games instead of playing 6 games, so that takes a little bit of the workload off, especially the MLS teams where you're trying to play it in season, and so it drops 2 games off the schedule. So that part of it's positive. But you also now have to be the group winner, so being second doesn't work. So I think from us compared to last year, I think we did really well on the road last year. What we've got to do is make sure we get the wins at home. If we win at home and we tie on the road, we'll be where we want to be at the end of the day.
Me preguntaron si podría hacer un anuncio y pensé que era porque yo juego para los Seattle Sounders. No puedo porque mi inglés no es muy bueno. That's true. Entonces me dijeron que el anuncio era de padres niños y familias. Eso es muy importante para mí y le dije que yo hago lo que puedo hacer. No importa cuál idioma tú hablas, hay un idioma universal que nuestros niños comprenden y necesitan. Y es el amor y el cariño de los padres. Be a good parent and stay involved in your child's life.